Hey, DOT community. This is Zalon with the DOT After Show with Zalon and Bo. How are you doing today, Bo?
Oh, much better today. How are you?
Good, good. That's good to hear. I was gonna say it was a great stream again today from the devs. We did miss Ben. Ben was not on the stream today. There was another guy from the art department that was there. His name was Dom, so he represented the art department because Ben's leading in this whole dev live stream battles contest. So he had to have somebody represent him. I think that's he didn't. I mean, when you're in the lead, who wants to just have the other two have an opportunity to get ahead while you're not around.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I was stuck in a 2.5 hour meeting and did not get a chance to watch the live stream. So what did I miss? Anything good?
Well, yeah, there's definitely some stuff going on. I mean, right now, currently, there's not like, anything, crazy, spoilers or anything like that going on. But at the same time, we got the event going on. And I think that right now is what everybody's talking about and enjoying with the Earth Unbound event with all these Ragnar Titans. So with that said, they showed off Skolnar. Of course, they were taking Skolnar into battles and stuff like that. And unfortunately, to say, I made a note. I was like, man, they don't. Again, I know the devs, playing the game isn't their number one priority, being the fact that they have different jobs there that isn't exactly always playing the game. The unfortunate thing that hurts though is when you see them going into battles and they don't have all their relics equipped, so that hurts sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't,
Yeah,
equip their Titans with relics. I mean, play the game
yeah,
the way that it's meant to be played. Don't,
yeah, yeah,
handicap yourself.
yeah. I know. I was just gonna say. I mean, I understand. Not gonna be as good as everybody else, and I mean, I'm not as good as everybody else. I'm not trying to say that everybody that plays the game on stream should be the best player around, but unfortunately, I think that if they could just put all the relics on, before they go in, they might do a little bit better.
Yeah,
So.
yeah,
And I
they
mean,
might.
if they're all using the same Titan, it's still fair in the battle contest. So I mean, you know,
Yeah,
as
exactly.
long as they're using all the same relics, I mean, they're buffing their Titan the same exact way. So anyway, I'll get off that. They can continue to that's not the main reason I always watch the dev live stream either. That's just part of the battle competition. But I'll tell you, Pisces Shark from Non Toxic 3 um, actually mentioned today in stream, got a shout out to me and you,
Yeah.
and said, and Fran was like, "Oh yes, the Bo and Zalon show," with her accent, and she was talking about how that she came into onto your channel yesterday and what was it, chat bombed. That's how
Yeah.
she said it. She said it was a chat bomb. So anyway,
Yeah,
um,
she chat bombed our live stream. That was actually
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. So. But it is nice to know that the devs are watching and enjoy some of our content as well. But I'll tell you, one thing is, Matt did win the battles.
Oh yeah?
So that, Matt did win. Yeah, Fran didn't do as well as Matt, and Matt did win. So he said, he was there was somebody that did vote for him. So he said, "Thank you for keeping the faith." So.
Oh, nice. Nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. But anyway, the one thing too, that they did add to the dev live stream, which I've been enjoying, is the Drawn of Titans, and I'll tell you, they've been doing it every episode now, and it's fully interactive. Everybody on either Facebook or YouTube is instantly trying to be the first to be able to guess. So it's a really good part of the dev live stream that I think they added. And Dom, the artist who was in Ben's position, he drew Kamathi, which was really good.
Yeah.
So, but then again, we should expect that from the art department.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
of course, and then Matt, who is in the development department of the game, drew Drakor, which was very bad. But at the same
Oh.
time, though, we can only expect that's what you have when you're in the development department. So I mean, still, I mean, I'll tell you, at least he called it the Batman symbol, what he drew for Dracor's axe, but it still was pretty good. I mean, I still would have said, either Durat or Dracor with the way he drew it. So
Yeah.
still pretty decent. But then the third one, which is the one that I wanted to mention, and make sure not to forget to mention, was another art department member drew a Kobar, and Will Luxley was the one who got it. And now this is the second time that Will has gotten the Drawn of Titans on stream. So it's a pretty good record he's got
Yeah.
there,
No
being the
kidding.
Drawn of Titans guru there. Because the other thing that's tough with those Ragnar Titans is most of them, the artist started with the head, and they're all bald.
Right.
So it's like, all right, and then the artist goes down to the beard, and like he went with a braided beard. Well, that's still like 3 or 4 different Titans for the Ragnar. So I
Yeah.
was like, all
Yeah.
right, but then it was the makeup, and then of course Matt also said it's the first Titan that you get. And if anybody who has
Oh,
watched my videos before knows, I actually got my Kobar leveled up to level 20, and he defends one of my lands.
yeah.
So it's pretty awesome.
Eh,
So when it comes down to some other things that they talked about, they really didn't do any, like I was saying, any kind of spoilers. One person asked about a question about bringing Lightning Titans in,
Okay.
and guess what their answer was, Bo?
Their answer was maybe at some point in the future.
Their answer was, we're working to expand your Titan experience later this year. So when I
No,
say later
wait,
this
wait,
year,
wait. Say that again.
they're working on expanding our Titan experience later this year, which it could be a couple months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I mean, that's very vague when you say later this year, because of course it literally could be at any time from now until December.
It is like
So
the most non-committal statement I have ever heard. I mean,
I know. But see, Matt didn't want to get beat up at this point, though, because of Trials of Power was hyped up and sought after for a good couple seasons, and then I don't even call them weeks anymore. We Dawn of Titan people call weeks seasons, you know.
right? Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'll tell you, for a couple seasons there, that's just the way it was. And then looking at Trials of Power, and then boom, it's there, and then boom, here's the Earth event. And I mean, at this point, asking for more spoilers at this point, not a big deal.
Yeah,
But
probably
anyway,
not. So, yo, I think we lost the line, and we're back.
and I'll tell you, the one thing that is nice that the devs did was they did say that they're going to take away the point counter from the top, that has been left over from the Trials of Power event. And then they're also going to be fixing the selling relics with like a option to, are you sure you want to sell this relic, especially for the 3 and 4 star relics, because I think people have been selling them on accident, which stinks.
I've almost done that a couple of times myself. That's good to hear. They're just gonna
Yeah. So
are they just gonna throw up a "Are you sure you want to sell this relic?"
I think so. I think there's
screen?
just going to be one extra thing that makes it so that if you do hit it, it's your fault.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I got you. Well, that makes sense. Um,
yeah,
Another thing that I would like to see is you know how when you have Titans on defense or we have Titans equipped and I mean on defense and then you go to Forge, those Titans just don't show up.
yeah.
It would be nice if they would give us a lock button so that just in case, I have this relic and I absolutely want to keep it forever. Let me click the lock button and then that way it doesn't even show up when I go to the Forge screen as an option to be Forge food. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So that would be nice.
Well, that would be nice. I agree. I'll tell you something else too that is interesting that we haven't seen for a while, but this has to deal with the Trials of Power event. After the Hunter's Moon event back in January, for players that were not playing back then, the developers got a lot of flack on the Hunter's Moon event, which was when the Ranger Titans were brought out.
Okay.
Being the second being the second event, that the leaderboard event that they had, they put out a survey for everybody to take after that happened. Now they did it in game as well as they did it online on Facebook and Twitter.
Yep.
I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything on Facebook or in the game, but there is something on Twitter that you can go
Yep.
and take the survey. So
Yep. About to start a battle. Let me finish that, and then we will go look at the survey.
okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. I'm just I took my Lako out, which I
Ah,
hadn't played with before. So this is the reward that Timmy got for last place in the
y-
in the Trials of Power event. Um,
what a reward for being last place. I'm telling you right
yeah,
there.
but
That's crazy.
a level 20 Archer Titan. I'm actually kind of you know kind of pretty happy with that. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I was just playing around with Lako. So um,
Nice, nice.
just
Well, here
grinding.
one thing that you might want to mention here for the tokens from
Mhm.
event to event.
Yeah, so all right, so on my Timmy account, I had a token, like a reward token for an event relic left over from the poison event. And when I opened up my Timmy account to play the Earth event, and all of it, I had a one, and then when I went um to the temple, I had a token for an Earth. I had an Earth token. I had score 0 because I hadn't played yet, but I already had a token. So the poison token that I had left over converted over to an Earth token. So I got to start the event with a token, which was great.
A-
And
And it worked. That's pretty crazy.
and it worked. And then and so then of course you quickly earn that second token. So I was able to stack from the get go. And then of course I think I pulled a 2-star and a 3-star. So my teammate account's like already at 1,388 souls. So
Oh,
but
wow.
yeah, all right. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this tweet here. Tweet. Here we go. It says this is on the Dawn of Titans Twitter page. It says we'd love to hear your feedback on the Trials of Power event. Fill out our survey and help us shape future events. And then if you go to the actual survey, you click the link in the tweet and it takes you to the survey. You actually have this page that comes up and it tells you let's go ahead and take the survey. Um, so we'll take the survey. How you want to take the survey online?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Let's do it.
Okay, first question. Were you able to play the Trials of Power event in Dawn of Titans? Yes, I was. All right, next. Oh my goodness. How often did you play the Trials of Power event? Once. I'm answering this for Timmy, okay? How often did you
Okay.
play? It says, how did you feel about the overall fun? Actually, I mean, it was 7. I'm going with 7. What would you do if it was you?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I give it about a 7 or an 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
somewhere in there. Yeah.
How likely would you be to recommend the Trials of Power event? Actually, I was probably be more like a 9, just because of
Yeah,
the
for any
XP.
player,
Yeah,
I recommend it for anyone.
yeah.
So yeah, 9,
And then
definitely.
how likely would you be to discourage other players from playing? I would be unlikely to discourage anyone from playing. I put the 0.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So now,
0.
what did you like most about the Trials of Power event? Titan XP. That's what I like the most. What did you like least? What I liked least was that the rewards were
You would
yeah
say what? I would say what? Or Oracle wasn't available
yeah
at the end of the personal rewards. I mean, that's what I would say. I'd want
yeah.
even a level 1, even a level 1. If you well, actually no. If they would have put the Oracle at like a even higher point total and made him even higher up on the chain, I still would have liked to see him on there. But
Mhm. So what? Um, I'm putting that the sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time. The rewards were based on the high score, which puts new or lower level players at a disadvantage when competing with high or beta players. That's what I liked least. Um,
Okay.
I don't really care about a skin on. I mean, let's say the what was the guy's name?
Oh,
The
Oricor?
Orikar. Yeah, Orikar is Drakor with a different skin. Right? Okay. Whoop de doo. Yeah.
No, his attack is a little bit better. I think his attack is a lot wider of an attack than any other Titan.
All
But
right. So the next one is overall, how appealing are you following the aspects? Okay. All right. So you guys get the idea. I'm not going to sit here and fill this whole thing out online. Um, but you guys get what we're doing here. Um, so you go, you fill out your survey, and then hopefully next time when they do the Trials of Power event, they'll take those changes, take those recommendations into account.
yeah, because
Yeah,
that survey that we did back for the Hunter's Moon event, they did take a lot of those answers into account and did shape the next few events after that, based on those questionnaires that they put out, the survey.
yeah,
So.
absolutely. Okay.
All right. Well, pretty much the only thing I have left is all the non-toxic news that I have here at the end of the video. Pretty much we have a restructure of the leaders that
Yep.
happened recently. So we have myself leading up non-toxic 3, which again I'm going to also mention now too the name changes because we also changed the name of all three of the non-toxic alliances, due to the fact that numbers made it seem like they were a position like better than the others. So the non-toxic 3 changed to non-toxic champions or NT champions.
There they are right there,
And
number 44 on the event leaderboard, NT
oh,
Champions.
all right, excellent, excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good right now, and continuing to grind those souls. And then we have Bo over in non-toxic 2, and what did they change their name to, Bo?
We are currently NT Guardians.
Very
And
nice, very
as you can
nice.
see, my Tim A account is wearing the crown. And Achan is co leader still, but he's on vacation in China for like a month. So Non Toxic 2 is now NT Guardians. NT Guardians is a casual alliance, okay? 125k VP, thereabouts. So anyone, and we got lots of spots open because the competitive people were like, "Hey, we need to be competitive." So they all went over to Non Toxic 3 or Non Toxic 1, which is now called what?
But non-toxic 1, I don't know what they're called, but I know obviously we're NT champions over here
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
old non-toxic
yes.
3.
And I
So
believe,
I'm
so he believe he's going to go with. I think he said NT Enforcers or NT Defenders, one of the two.
okay.
Yeah. So here is my Tim A account. If you guys want, there's got plenty of room in the NT Guardians. Shoot me a message and I'll let you join in. It's pretty much all takers, all comers, taking all comers at this point. That's where we are.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and that's why, and also too, of course, that was the third thing I was going to say was, yeah, a lot of our members, especially even after the event, if you feel the need to that you're not going to be very active, you can always go to the NT Guardians and
That's right.
hang out with Bo for a while, and figure out exactly what you want to do.
Yep.
Or if you want to just grow for a week and not be as competitive, that's still fine as well.
Yeah,
So.
that's exactly right. And I think that's going to be helpful down the road having an alliance that where you don't have to leave the non-toxic family. You just jump over to NT Guardians and kind of chill for a week, or two, or three, or ever how long you need. The other thing that's going to allow us to do is,
Especially if you have level 25 troops. Bo wants somebody with level 25 troops to hang out
yeah,
forever
right, because
in NT
Achan, like I
Guardians.
said, Achan is in China for a month, so um, the um the other thing that we're going to use the NT Guardians account for alliance for is so like NT Champions is full, right? I mean you're
Oh,
you're
yeah.
completely full.
Mhm.
NT enforcers or defenders or whatever non-toxic is going to be called is very close to being full. And
Hmm.
then when we have someone that wants to join, what happens is you get these messages that in your private messages that says, "Hey, can I join up? I can do 300, 400, 500, 600,000 VP a week." And and what happens is they're down in like, platinum league or elite league or something like that, and they get up to legend league, and then they're struggling to do 60, 70,000 VP because it's different. The targets are different. It's a lot, so what's going to happen is you're going to be asked to join the NT Guardians, and then you as an individual player will have a specific VP goal just for yourself, that is not, part of the regular 125K. So everybody that's in the account is 125K, but this new player says, okay, yeah, we want a spot in NT Champions. I can do 400K. All right, prove it. Go to Guardians, make 400K, and show us you can do it in Legend League, and then and that's how we're gonna do
Yeah,
that.
that's
So
that's how we're gonna assess things going forward, because the people that don't make the cut in NT Champions are going to be asked to go to NT Guardians.
that's right.
And because we're going to be needing people that are going to be able to hit over 200K every
Yeah,
week. We're going to be looking for that. I mean, I'm not going to start anything off really crazy. I'm not going to say 300K. If you don't make it first week, everybody out. That's crazy. But
yeah.
at the same time, I do want to see people that are pushing higher, hitting higher, so we can build a team of people that are willing to be able to compete higher. So,
Yep, yep, that is true. So, having the one casual alliance that's kind of, I don't want to say feeding because we're not a feeder alliance, but it just to be kind of like as a proving ground for the other two. That way,
correct.
that way you and Shaw don't have to worry about, is this person really saying. Because if they come to
Yeah.
Guardians and they can't do 300K, but they end up doing 190, well, that's great for the Guardians.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine. That just means you're just a little bit above a casual player. But we
yeah,
need
yeah,
that's the thing. There's a scale here of casual play to competitive play, and it's more or less judged by your VP.
yep,
So you can really see exactly how much time you have to put it into the game, and or how high you can hit with your current Titan build and troops.
yep. So, and also I should mention that non-toxic, which is NT whatever enforcers defenders, currently sitting in second place in Master League and will be back in Legend next week.
Yeah, so
Um,
that's we're going to be two competitive Legend alliances, and then the one casual Legend alliance.
right.
Which again, even with the casual Legend alliance, yeah, bro, or Bo, you have the breakdowns on the VP and how it can still work for the benefit.
Yeah, we kind of looked at what does our VP level need to be, and for I expect our casual alliance to place 13th or higher, on a regular basis. That's a 3 star. Okay, uh, three. So if you get a three, maybe there's a 2 star one week and a 3 star for a few weeks. It just depends. And then every once in a while, hey, maybe we get stuck in a dead league that we have a chance to push and get a 4 star even in the casual alliance. So
Yeah, you never know;
yeah,
it can happen.
yeah. So and 125K a week is not a lot to ask. It's basically burn through 2 refresh cycles of your pearl stones a day. Once in the morning, once in the evening, and if you average 1.5K per attack and you do 12 attacks, you've got your 125K for the week, and that's less than an hour of gameplay. Probably more like 30 minutes. And so, how much more casual do you want to be? You know what I mean?
Mhm,
So,
exactly.
yep. All right. Anything else?
Oh no, that's pretty much everything. I was just gonna say after the non-toxic stuff, we're pretty much wrapping it all up. So this has been the DOT after show with Zalon and Bo, and we're gonna be signing off.